So it wasn't until 2012 when I read Harry Potter series, Twilight series, and Hunger Games that I kind of was like, okay, I want to write my own story now, you know, because those books I just really connected with, and I loved everything about them and the worlds they created and how you could kind of escape to them and have these adventures. So when they were over, I was like, I'm never gonna find books that I'm gonna love as much as this. So the idea was, if you can't find the book you want to read, write the book you want to read. So I just sat down on my lunch break every day, and instead of reading, I started writing. And I didn't realize how many words I had stored up here in the story that I wanted to tell, because it just kind of poured out. And it took me a year to write that book. And I didn't tell anyone that I was writing it, because I was like, what if I don't finish? What if it's terrible? But I finally told my husband, and he helped me go through the indie process of doing a print-on-demand book through Amazon. And once I held that first book in my hand, I was kind of just sold. I was like, okay, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. I do love creating worlds and world building, and it's a way for you to put basically everything you love and interests all in one universe, and you can have all the people that you love there and just all your interests and things like that. So that's definitely what drew me towards writing. But you know, I'm just very happy to be doing what I love. So I'm kind of writing what I love, and I'm doing what I love, so can't complain. Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite things about writing, is how your words can, you know, reach people that you might never meet. You know, ebooks being able to be published in all these different countries. I think my books are in 27 countries. So it's just incredible that the stories that you share, the words that you write, can connect you with all these people, and you know, they might relate to it and find meaning in it. And so I think that's just a really cool part of the job.
Can you tell us a little bit about your habits or routines that keep this pace?
Sure. So I'm not a morning person at all. So I've found it is much easier to kind of play to your strengths rather than fighting against them. So I know that if I sit down and try to write at 9 in the morning, it's going to be a struggle. So usually I will just start at 12. So I write every day from 12 to 5. And the easiest way for me to keep track of it is I have an Excel spreadsheet, and every day I sit down, I write what time I started writing and my word count, and I kind of clock it at the end too. So I know my most productive times a day, and that's when I try to do my most writing. Yeah, I'm luckily one of those people that can write anywhere. My husband and I both travel a lot, so I'm always writing in the car, because I feel like that's an 8-hour car trip, then I could get so much done. So he'll, you know, listen to his podcast, and I'll be sitting next to him with my headphones in, typing away. So it kind of, the car becomes a mobile office. So yeah, I try to write anywhere and everywhere that I can get the words in, because when the story's flowing, you just want to get the words out. I try to write all the way through, start to finish, my first draft. And I kind of have it boiled down now where I plot, and I can do a first draft usually in about 9 to 10 days. And then that's just, you know, the rough part of the story, and I'll go back through a second time, and that's where I add what I call the meat of the story. And then the third pass is just kind of checking for loopholes, peppering in like extra, you know, catchphrases and cute little characteristics for the personalities of my characters that, you know, people can really relate to. So that's kind of where you add the shine. So those are my 3 steps to getting it ready to go, and then it goes to my editors and proofreaders, and then that's the last time I see it before it gets published. I just would say pick a topic that's meaningful to you, because you'll be more excited about writing it, more apt to finish, and just carve out time for yourself to write every day. That's the hardest part, is actually sitting down and not procrastinating. And you tend to get hung up the most when you go back and reread what you've written. So try to avoid that if you can. Just write from start to end. And sometimes an outline helps. Just do like, you know, beginning, middle, and end. It doesn't have to be detailed, but if you just know where you're going and you're always working towards that, it kind of helps me get the first draft complete. I am Christina Benjamin, and I write multiple genres, but I'm probably best known for my young adult fiction. I write the Boyfriend series and the Geneva Project series. Amazon is the best place to find my books. You can find the Geneva Project under CJ Benjamin, and the rest of my books are currently under Christina Benjamin.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
Yeah.